It's up front.
I'm sorry, my colleagues are in the front row and she's actually just talking to us. I don't know why you're all. She's having a conversation with us. I appreciate that.
So funny. So we start this conversation and we get to the end of day 3 and they're on their own for the next 2 days. And when I first got there, they were a little nervous about that because they were afraid of it being on their own because they know how much they didn't get done for the first 14 months. And as we closed, I just asked, everybody just share something about the experience so I could say goodbye and move on and they could get back to work. And somebody said to me, so I have a question for you. They said, how did we get done in 3 days more than we could get done in 14 months? Like, what, they were like baffled on like what the heck just happened. And I said, because you were missing 2 fundamental things, and it's really the chapter that I chose to write about integrity. And integrity having 2 very distinct components to it. One is authenticity. It's being really who you are, leading from your own personal code of ethics, making your choices consistent with what really matters to you. So you first and foremost have to be authentic. But when you're being authentic, you can't like make somebody else's authenticity wrong. So there was a lot of that going on, making other people wrong for what they thought or what they believed. So there was no room to have a conversation that moved things forward. Does the election ring a bell in that category? Right, exactly. And then the second thing is accountability, and which is essentially about honoring our word. Now, I don't know about you. Have you kept every promise? Anybody who's kept every promise they've ever made, raise your hand.
We want to meet you guys.
Yeah, right? You'd like to meet. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And but none of us, we make promises and sometimes we don't keep them. Like, your daughter was holding you accountable. That's such a great example for keeping your promise, right? And one of the most beautiful things that your daughter did in that situation is like we think about accountability like it's a club that we're going to beat people over the head with. If somebody makes a mistake, you don't have to tell them about it. They know. They know they screwed up, right? And people think that that's what accountability is. But no, it's holding you accountable for honoring your word, right? And that's what your daughter did, and she did it in a kind and loving way.